Hi everyone! Um, so this is my first video in over a year and I'm excited to be doing another video. I thought after it being a whole year that it was probably a good time to do a video. So today I want to start by just telling a story that happened to me probably about 2 months ago, I think. At Girl Gamer 7 and I were out shopping and all of a sudden, we were walking and talking, and I paused during the conversation. And she looks at me and she's like, what? Just with this, kind of, question look as to why I had paused. And I just said OCD, assuming that she would, knew enough about my OCD to understand why I had actually paused. But she still looked at me like, what about OCD would make you pause during a conversation? I then had to tell her that I had had an intrusive thought, so I had to pause during the conversation to actually ritualize in my head to be able to speak again, so that, in order for me to be able to talk, I had to ritualize in my head. So I guess, and that just speaks to the covert side of OCD. A lot of OCD rituals and a lot of basically a lot of anything to do with OCD can be covert. I mean, intrusive thoughts, you're not going to know if somebody's having intrusive thoughts. I mean, I was having about 20 a day, I think, around that time still. And she had no idea, which I thought she knew because I'm very, very open about my OCD with her and with anybody, really. So, and that, and I should have known because when I went to Rogers Memorial Hospital about a year ago, the same thing had kind of happened. When I went there, everybody thought that, this is strange, I'm going to be the worst one, and, and nobody could figure out what anybody else's OCD was because a lot of it is covert. It's just, it's an intrusive thought and it's a mental ritual, something that they're thinking in their head or something along those lines, or something that they can at least hide so that other people don't know that it's actually a ritual for them. I guess that's where I'm going with that. But yeah, and of course that also spoke to the, I guess, the, how extreme it really is to have OCD, that, people don't always know how bad, you actually are having OCD because they can't always, see the actions or the effects from it. Along with that, I had recently been on a Facebook page and saw a conversation about mental illness, and someone had said something along the lines of, I would so much rather have OCD than depression or anxiety. And I was kind of taken back because I would never, there was so many times when I had OCD that I wished any, I wished I had anything. I seriously wished that it was delusions, because that to me would have been better than to be having the thoughts that I was really having, I guess. But, obviously I've gotten better from that. And I was surprised that people don't even really realize how disabling OCD really can be. It can wreck your nutrition, it wrecks your sleep, it does cause depression. And along the line, like he said, I would much rather have anxiety rather than OCD. Anxiety is actually an OCD, or OCD is actually an anxiety disorder. Let me get that straight. So, anxiety has a lot to do with it. If you haven't read at least that part of my blog, so basically, people with OCD are afraid of something, and that's a form of anxiety. And then like whatever they're obsessed with or whatever, and then there comes the compulsion part, which is the ritual part, which is basically when they cave into the fear and they have to do whatever they have to do to be able to for that anxiety to go down. And the worst part about that is that by doing the ritual, the compulsion, it only gets worse because you're only going to have more of those intrusive thoughts or more of whatever is causing you to have to ritualize, causing the anxiety. And then you're just going to end up ritualizing more and it's not going to work as fast. So, and yeah, so I guess that's with that. And then as long as we're talking about that part and the caving into ritualizing and all of that, I just wanted to say that when it comes to ritualizing and it comes to any OCD behavior or just an OCD in general, I guess, it's important to realize that the people that have OCD, like me, a huge component of OCD is knowing that your behavior is not equivalent to what it should be, but the fear just kind of takes over, and the anxiety and fear just kind of takes over, and you basically cave into the anxiety because you don't know really what else to do, I guess. And with that, one of the only things to do to really get rid of it is ERP and basically facing your fears to some degree. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers that. So next I just want to update, as I mentioned, my blog. So yes, I am blogging. I probably only blog about twice a month. I do hope it's more, but for now that's good enough. And the web address for that is www.recoveryfromocd.com. And then I also have been on Twitter quite a bit more so than I would be blogging. And my Twitter handle is at MANSFIELSA, Mansfield SA. So, and so that's that part. I guess as I mentioned, I had already talked about Rogers, and that was amazing. I did come back from there, and I have, as far as OCD wise, I have been doing a lot better. I'm still dealing with PTSD, which if you read my blog, I do talk about that too. And more recently, it's been a little bit more depression, but I know that there's skills out there, so that'll get better. So what else is new that should be mentioned? I also am planning on going back to school soon, hopefully for psychology. I had kind of started right before I got into Rogers, but I had to quit to get OCD treatment, and then I just took some time off to regroup, and I'm thinking it might be time to start up again. So that's that. I guess that's pretty much everything, really. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the nice weather. I hope you learned something from this video. And I guess that's pretty much it. So have a great day. Thanks.